Most people over 60 who eat blueberries think they've already done the healthy thing and simply move on with their day without a second thought. But there's one simple kitchen ingredient worth adding to that same bowl, and the reason has everything to do with blood vessels, blood pressure, and cholesterol.
It's not a pill, not an expensive supplement, and definitely not a miracle cure being oversold on social media. The explanation is biological.
It's ground flaxseed. But there are 3 things worth knowing before adding it to a bowl: why blueberries matter for older adults in the first place, what flaxseed can actually do according to the evidence, and how to use both together without accidentally turning a healthy food into an unhealthy habit somewhere along the way. Start with the tiny blue fruit itself. Blueberries contain natural plant compounds called anthocyanins, part of a larger group called polyphenols, responsible for much of that deep blue color. Why does that matter specifically after 60? Because cardiovascular health depends heavily on blood vessels that stay flexible and responsive, becomes increasingly important with age. Scientists have actually tested this directly in older adults, rather than just assuming the benefit applies across every age group equally. In one randomized controlled trial, 61 healthy adults between 65 and 80 consumed either wild blueberry powder or a placebo daily for 12 weeks. The blueberry group showed improved flow-mediated dilation, a measure of how well an artery widens when blood flow increases, along with a modest reduction in 24-hour systolic blood pressure. That sounds encouraging. But here's an important detail worth sitting with. One trial doesn't prove blueberries prevent heart attacks or treat high blood pressure on their own, no matter how promising the initial numbers look. A separate crossover trial in adults over 60 found blueberries improved a measure of peripheral vascular function, but didn't produce significant changes in blood pressure or several metabolic markers, a genuinely mixed result rather than a clean, uniform win. That's exactly the kind of nuance worth keeping in any trustworthy health video, rather than cherry-picking only the flattering result. Blueberries are promising, they're not magic. Now, the ingredient worth adding to that same bowl. Ground flaxseed is a small seed carrying several genuinely interesting things nutritionally: alpha-linolenic acid, a plant-based omega-3, along with fiber and lignans, naturally occurring plant compounds tied to hormone and inflammation regulation. A 2023 review combining 33 randomized clinical trials across 2,000 found flaxseed supplementation associated with reductions in both systolic and diastolic blood pressure, averaging around 3.2 points and 2.6 points respectively. But there's an important caveat here too, worth taking seriously rather than glossing over. The individual trials varied significantly from each other in dose, form, and duration, so this is encouraging evidence.
If this is teaching you something new, hitting like helps more people see it, and subscribing means you won't miss what's coming next. And if someone in your life needs to hear this, sharing it with them takes 10 seconds and could matter more than you think.
A larger analysis, pooling 62 trials across 3,772 participants, found flaxseed associated with modest reductions in total cholesterol, LDL specific, and triglycerides. LDL gets called bad cholesterol because elevated levels carry a higher cardiovascular risk, but flaxseed is not a replacement for prescribed cholesterol medication. It's better understood as one food supporting a broader heart-healthy pattern rather than a standalone fix. This is where blueberries and ground flaxseed become an interesting combination.
This is Tentumation's Attentis, no secret combination combina 600, Aber Pritins, broader heart-healthy diet.
Let's take a deeper look. We'll break down every aspect, explore the key details, and discuss everything you need to know in a simple and easy-to-understand way.
Blueberries bring anthocyanins and other polyphenol. Flaxseed brings ALA, fiber, and lignans. Instead of chasing one single superfood that supposedly fixes everything on its own, this is simply combining nutritious foods that each contribute a different piece to an overall healthy pattern, which tends to be a far more realistic strategy than pinning hopes on any single ingredient doing all the work alone. So how should this actually work in practice without turning breakfast into a project? No complicated recipe needed. Blueberries stirred in a plain oatmeal with a spoonful of ground flaxseed, mixed and covers breakfast easily. or an unsweetened whole grain cereal works the same way, just as effectively. If breakfast isn't practical for someone's schedule, an afternoon snack works just as well. There's no evidence of some magical heart health hour. Morning isn't automatically superior to afternoon or evening. The best time is simply whatever time actually gets repeated consistently, week after week, though breakfast tends to be practical because it's easy to remember daily without extra effort. As for how much flaxseed, this is worth being genuinely careful about rather than guessing. Clinical trials have used a wide range of doses and forms, whole seed, ground, oil, so there's no single medically proven correct amount for everyone over 60 to follow blindly. Starting around 1 tablespoon of ground flaxseed is a reasonable, practical approach for someone not used to extra fiber, adjusting from there based on how the body actually responds over the following weeks. More isn't automatically better here. Some of the blood pressure research used notably larger amounts than a tablespoon, but that doesn't mean copying a research dose without medical guidance makes sense for an individual situation. Adding a lot of fiber suddenly can bring gas, bloating, or general digestive discomfort, so starting gradually and drinking enough fluids throughout the day matters more than people expect. And specifically ground, not whole flaxseed, since whole seeds can pass through the digestive system without being fully broken down, limiting how much of the actual nutrition ends up absorbed rather than simply passing through. Here's a mistake worth avoiding entirely, because it can quietly undo the entire point of this without anyone realizing it's happening. Turning a healthy bowl of blueberries into a sugar-loaded dessert defeats the purpose completely. Fresh or unsweetened frozen blueberries are both fine. Either works equally well, but heavy syrup, added sugar, or sweetened cereal changes the nutritional picture completely, sometimes enough to cancel out the benefit being chased in the first place. The goal isn't a superfood dessert dressed up to feel indulgent. It's a simple, genuinely nutritious meal that happens to taste good too. This connects to the bigger picture of heart health after 60, the part that's easy to lose sight of when focused on one specific food. No single ingredient gets judged in isolation. Blood pressure, cholesterol, blood sugar, activity levels, smoking, sleep, weight, stress, family history, and medications all factor in a cardiovascular risk together, interacting with each other constantly. That's exactly why an overall eating pattern matters far more than chasing one miracle food, and it's why the American Heart Association's current guidance centers on vegetables and fruits, whole grains, healthy protein, unsaturated fats over saturated ones, minimally processed foods, less added sugar, and lower sodium as a complete pattern, not a single ingredient checklist to memorize and move on from. Now, the part worth paying closest attention to, safety, because this is exactly where good intentions can accidentally go sideways. Anyone on prescription medications, especially multiple ones taken together, shouldn't assume a food is automatically risk-free simply because it's natural or sold as a whole food rather than a pill. Flaxseed specifically may interact with how certain medications work, and it's worth raising with a healthcare professional if there's any concern at all, particularly for anyone on blood-thinning medication or following a medically restricted diet for an existing condition. And please, don't stop blood pressure medication, cholesterol medication, or any heart medication because blueberries and flaxseed got added to the daily routine. That trade would genuinely make things worse, not better. Food supports health. It doesn't replace treatment a doctor has already prescribed and carefully calibrated. If numbers are running high, that's not a reason to delay medical care. It's a reason to use food as one part of a larger plan while continuing whatever treatment has already been set in place. So, keeping this simple, because after everything covered, the actual takeaway shouldn't feel complicated. Adding a modest amount of ground flaxseed to blueberries already being eaten brings anthocyanins and polyphenol from one, fiber, and lignans from the other, building a habit that fits into a genuinely larger heart-healthy lifestyle rather than standing in for one on its own. Blueberries have shown promising effects on certain measures of vascular function, though not identically across every trial that's tested them. Flaxseed has shown potential benefits for blood pressure and some lipid markers, though the evidence varies and it's not a treatment for existing heart disease, no matter how encouraging the averages look on paper. That honesty matters more than another miracle promise, because after 60, what's actually useful is a simple habit that makes sense, food that's realistic to keep eating for years rather than weeks, and information worth trusting enough to actually act on. Now here's one worth answering honestly in the comments, not just scrolling past without a second thought. Do you already eat blueberries regularly? And had flaxseed ever crossed your radar before today? Or is this a genuinely new combination for you entirely? That's worth typing out because it might be exactly the small nudge someone else reading through the comments needs to try adding it to tomorrow's breakfast instead of just thinking about it and forgetting by lunchtime.